Hey man, say man, what's the play, man?
What's going down, bro? What's going down, man?
Man, I appreciate you coming down to sit with us. You know what I'm saying?
It was an honor, man. I appreciate you for reaching out to me, man.
Man,
No problem.
At the moment, I feel like we're at a unity part in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you came in because you got your own big platform. You're doing your own thing, and people saying that hip hop we don't get along. So you know what I'm saying? I'm really happy you came in. So who we got in the building today, just so everybody else know?
Hey, it's your boy Mike G, man. Y'all can hit me up on Instagram at the real Mike G Music. Music spelled M-U-Z-I-K. The same thing on Twitter as well, man. Facebook, I got 4 pages of Mike G Music. Music spelled the same way. I got Mike's Slow Mix, as well as Real Talks with Mike Jizzle. Those two are my shows on KSAG Slaughterhouse Radio, based out of Houston, Texas, man. But I'm most active on the one that I share with my wife, Michael and Melissa Garza, which is the one that I fuck with on everybody, man. You know, I share all kinds of shit, man. You know, I don't feel like how you mentioned I got my own platform too. Yeah, man. Well, it's cool to fucking network with people, man. Most people should see it that way. You know what I mean? I feel like there's plenty of room for everybody eating this game.
No, real talk, man. And I like the shirt. Man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. It's my little son, man. It's my little son, Kyron.
Congratulations.
You know,
Congratulations on that.
The little boy 6 months ago.
Yeah.
On the 4th. And that's just a shot that I took. I've been fucking with photography a little bit myself as well. Getting those shots, man.
Hell yeah.
And I actually edited that shit to make it like that. And I'm actually toying with the idea of making that a logo for something, man.
Doing some merch like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, I think it'll be good.
I think it'd be dope, man.
I see this the profile picture right now, so it's definitely good. You know what I'm saying?
I actually got a homie printed out a picture about probably like that big right there of him, like poster in my house and shit, man. So it looks dope as fuck.
So congratulations to you and the wife on that. So
man, thank you, man.
So let's jump it off with COVID. You know that's kind of affected us all in different ways. You know what I'm saying?
The vid.
Yeah, the vid. I never heard it called the vid, but the vid-19.
The vid, you got the vid. Oh shit, here it comes. I got that shit off of Kevin Hart, man. I watched Kevin Hart's new special, man. It's called Zero Fucks. No, Zero Fucks given out now on Netflix.
Shout out to Kevin Hart.
And I heard him say that, man, and it stuck with me.
Yeah.
The vid, oh shit. He's got the vid.
You know? I heard the Rona, but I like the vid too. Let me get shit sound cool.
That shit was funny. Why my confidence you talking about the vid?
But you ain't got it though. You ain't got it, right?
We smoking, we cheating.
Yeah. We got the East Coast, you know what I'm saying, in the South.
The East Coast,
I love it. You know what I'm saying? So have you had anybody affected by the COVID-19?
Man, bro.
I've had a few people come on here and tell us.
Thank God, nobody in my
they don't believe it's real.
In my household, yeah, man. For those people that feel like that, if nobody in your circle and nobody you know or nobody you know in their circle has got it, man, continue believing that. More power to you, man. I would just rather take my lessons from the people that I've seen get it. You know what I mean? My sister-in-law's got it right now.
Yeah.
My other sister-in-law and her little 7-month-old baby just got over it, and her husband just got over it. My mother-in-law just got over it with her husband.
Wow.
I know lots of people that know that their friends or cousins have died. It's taking people over here, man. If you ain't from Lubbock, trust me, just come to Lubbock, you'll see how real it is, dude.
Yeah, I mean, our rates per capita are competing with a Dallas or Houston, and even a little bit more excessive.
Yeah,
than
man,
that.
Lubbock and El Paso, dude.
Why do you think it's like that? First off,
man, I think like that because people, for the ones that don't feel that it's real, you know, they don't like people telling them, oh, you can't have so many people at your house and all that. Oh, fuck that! You ain't gonna tell me who I can have, and they go out and have crowds and shit. Okay. That's why I actively, try to avoid large crowds, bro. Gatherings, family gatherings. I got a lot of families that are family members that are hard headed and still continue living the same way, man. And I only leave the house if I'm going to work and to the grocery store. Really, I'm over doing an interview with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is really the first time I've left anywhere socially to go do anything.
Especially to even do like some type of promo run for that. And 2020 has tried to kind of change things up. Yeah. I'm glad that like when you said in terms of like some people they still want to do the gatherings in houses, because when we interviewed the guy running for mayor, Stephen Sanders, you know what I'm saying? He told me that. So I asked him what he would have did differently in response to COVID, and he said he would have been a little bit more, I guess, harder or stringent on the thing, but you would have had to give people a choice. Yeah. So me, I was just listening, and I was like, how does that work in terms of if we do want to kind of control something? but you give people, you know what I'm saying,
how
a
you
choice.
gonna police it?
Yeah,
how you gonna enforce
how you
it?
gonna police it? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's more of the culture of here, where some people feel like you really can't be told what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Dog,
even at the cost of the
younger
public.
generation, man, we
You know
get
what I'm
fucking, cause I'm 40, man. I may not look at.
Yeah, you out here running with the young cats.
But I'm 40, man, and so I see the change and the evolution of, how people think, the mind state.
Yeah.
That's why you got motherfuckers pulling guns so quick and burning shit up. And,
yeah.
Or just going against, you got a motherfucking worldwide pandemic that's not just affecting not only your city or your hometown, but the world.
The world.
I'm talking about the world,
The world, Craig.
The world, Craig.
Not just the city, but the
I'm
world,
talking about the world,
Craig.
Craig. This motherfucker's dying, dog. Millions of people.
Yeah.
And it's this fucking damn disease ain't even a year old yet, bro.
No.
You know what I mean?
Do you think it's gonna mutate?
Man, bro, the way it's looking, because at first it started out saying it was only going to affect the old people, right? Remember, or the people with pre-existing health conditions is how they put it. Now you're seeing kids dying from it. Motherfuckers that are young, like in their 20s dying.
Texas Tech won't be coming back after November, until January. You know what I'm saying?
See? And that says something, dog. Look at the way it's changed the NBA, the NFL, the whole sports franchises, you know what I mean? It's changed shit up, bro. In my opinion, I don't think the world's ever gonna be the same, dude.
You don't think so? You think we definitely live in a new paradigm.
Yeah.
But you think
Shit's
we'll
gonna be different, man.
We'll be
Shit's
wearing
gonna be
masks
different.
forever? Like, you think we'll be having to wear masks in public forever?
Look at China, dude. They were wearing masks.
Way before.
I remember seeing images 10 years ago, bro.
But was that enforced, or I thought that was just on some Chinese shit?
Nah, that was just on China. I guess just some Chinese shit. They knew what the fuck they was doing.
Cause when I be around, I be seeing it sometimes. I be like, damn, we're in China. And that's not to be racist or anything like that, but like, that is stereotypically or predominantly where we've seen that happen even 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You know,
when I see shit like that, and I think about it, cause like I said, I was seeing shit like that 10 years ago. They knew something, you know what I mean? Whether not necessarily it was COVID, but they knew some shit. They knew
the virus.
They knew how viruses traveled and moved.
And they got the most people over there.
Yeah, dude. They fucking overpopulated the motherfucker over there, man.
So I just posted a girl the other day said that she doesn't feel like COVID is real because she doesn't feel like the homeless population is dying out. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And if the COVID was real, the people, I guess, predominantly at the bottom would be dying out more.
I would have her go talk to some people. To at least just one family. If it takes more than one family, then goddamn, this girl just cold-hearted. Ain't got she ain't got no feelings, man.
Yeah.
Just go talk to two families, dude, of somebody that's lost a family member from COVID, directly from COVID. Somebody that was healthy as fuck, never got sick. Like me, for instance, I never get sick, bro.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time I've been sick. I think I had the flu like maybe 5 years ago, dude. Thank God I've always been blessed like that. Hopefully my son's that way, because my wife's not, she doesn't get as sick as much either, but, she's not as healthy immune as me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not working in the elements, I'm exposed to the weather and all that shit.
Your body's already kind of built up to
so,
it.
I know what it is and shit, so if I feel like I'm getting sick, I'll know immediately. The last time I got sick from the flu, it put me down for like 2-3 days, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't eat shit.
Some people be like, it's only like the flu. I'm like, man, the flu ain't some shit you really want to catch either.
So
I'm cool though.
If I feel, if somebody like me dies and shit, and my family members will be like, damn, that motherfucker died from the vid.
Yeah.
The vid.
That's a
like,
bad
that
motherfucker.
shit's serious, man. Goddamn. It's just real, goddamn it. They gonna start doing all this shit. That motherfucker died from the vid, man. It got Mike, yo.
Yeah.
Damn, that nigga never got sick.
Not G.
Damn, he never got
Not
sick.
my G.
You know what I mean? So and my wife knows, man, I don't ever get sick. So if I was to die from the vid, she would be like, damn, this shit's fucking real.
Yeah.
I would say to anybody, any naysayer that the vid is not real, go talk to a family that's lost a family member from the vid, and man, you will see just how real it is, dude. It's real in their life and shit.
Yeah, definitely.
It's real in their life, I guarantee you they're gonna change the way they move and think throughout their day-to-day operations.
Yeah. So like, it's crazy. So how do you think we can kind of stop it? So like, you know what I'm saying? You're older a little bit, you know.
Man,
what I'm
I would
saying?
say
So
just.
you think this like this actually this is viral? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a viral disease. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So like, is there something that we can really? Do you think? You know what I'm saying? Because even on your platform, y'all are a little bit more serious than us, and y'all look into things like this. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we get the media like everybody else. You know what I mean? We all, of course, everybody has their own alternative media sources that they get, because you know how everybody says the media, the mainstream media is controlled and all that.
Yeah.
They ain't necessarily gonna be reporting all the true shit. I would, if they saying that, you know, keeping masks on or sanitizing, which is something I've definitely been doing. You know, I keep sanitizing my fucking in all my rides.
Yeah.
I got 4 vehicles and shit, so every time I get in the vehicle, I got something I got a new mask hanging or a fucking bottle or some sanitizer. Every time I get out the store, you know what I mean? I don't really go nowhere, but whenever I do, I sanitize before and after, bro, and I wash my ass before I get home. When I get home from work, before I pick up the baby and all that, my wife don't even let me near the baby. I gotta go wash my face and all that, take a shower, and just do that, you know. That way I don't just. I guess we all gotta play our part, man, you know, because even if you don't believe it, I mean, you never know what your body's carrying. You may not necessarily be sick.
And to me, low key, it ain't even low key, but like I'm glad to see that you're like that, right? Because I thought like when I'm on your platform, sometimes I feel like sometimes like it's like a little conspiracy theorist a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I like that you said alternative media.
Yeah, so, a lot of people listen.
So I like that you came in here, you're like, nah, I actually do believe in the COVID. Cause I keep up with your shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I appreciate that, man.
I appreciate that. So it's like I'm like, all right, I would think you come in here and be like, man, that shit's fake. Yeah,
man. Yeah, I mean,
this is the type of things you post sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we know, man. I mean, everybody knows that. You know, the mainstream media don't necessarily report on everything that's going on in the world and shit. You know what I mean? Everybody says that. You know, it's not just like, you know, one person saying it or this person saying it.
Yeah.
Person like Joe Rogan or the people that Joe Rogan has on his platform. I mean, we're talking about government people that say shit, you know, that they can't say certain shit on media. We know about it. Like, even people like ourselves, you know, like you and I, we have our own media platforms. If I'm reporting on some shit, like me talking live about some shit, and I don't have all the facts, and we gotta say allegedly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we don't know. But, you know, allegedly the media is controlled, you know, we don't get all the facts about all the shit. You know, so people search to alternative platforms, you know, for facts and shit about.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why like we're kind of like popping right now. You know what I'm saying? The thrives of like platforms like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what made you kind of start or divert to, you know what I'm saying, doing the platform and getting into news and journalism?
Man, because I took a journalism class in high school, bro. I remember it was my sophomore year or my junior year. I remember.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mrs. McCormick.
Oh, really? Miss McCormick.
Shout out to Mrs. McCormick. I graduated from Meadow, Texas, man. A little small town.
How far is that from here?
From here, it's about 20 miles south.
Okay.
Right before you get to Brownfields.
Okay.
And I graduated from there in '98, man. And I took a journalism class. At first, I had just done it because, you know, it looked like it was going to be an easy credit.
Yeah.
But, man, I fucking fell in love with it, bro, journalism. Yeah. And not only that, but I did good in it. Like, I did well in it.
Do you think it's because you already had, like, an affinity for words?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I've always been good with words, man.
Artistic
Shit.
and stuff like that.
English literature, man.
Already.
I get told that I write like a girl a lot, man, and shit, because I write like...
You got nice handwriting and shit?
I got some good penmanship, man. Motherfuckers get hating on that shit,
They don't give a fuck about handwriting now, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about handwriting now, because they got the
shit, but whenever they see me write shit, they be like... You know, because every day I do paperwork at work.
Do you do any, like, calligraphy or anything like that?
Man, I wish I knew how to do calligraphy, but I just write, you know, whenever I write my lyrics.
This is just nice, yeah.
Whenever I write my lyrics and shit, you know what I mean? I keep little notepads and when I do paperwork at work. But anyway, back to journalism, man, I took that class and I fell in love with it, bro.
Yeah.
And I said, man, this is dope. And I kind of pictured myself, like, after graduating, like, working for a newspaper or doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be doing radio and shit, you know, internet radio and stuff like that, man. But I don't know, man. It's just something about talking to people and listening to their journeys and the shit that they've learned and the shit that they've overcome and their stories and their journeys to get to where they're going and shit, you know? Like, for instance, you know, listening to how you came to the point of becoming the dude that hosts the 806 and becoming, you know, the founder of 806, you know, what made you do that, you know? That's a conversation in itself that will be great for another time too as well. You know what I mean?
What had that one day?
That would be dope to find out what drove you to do that. You know what I mean? And me, I was working, like, doing a lot of work for, like, you know, operating and shit, driving loaders and shit like that. You know, big old operating, you know, big old heavy equipment.
Yeah.
So I just have my earbuds on, you know, listening, jamming out in my own zone. So when I be listening to people getting interviewed, like on the Breakfast Club or the Howard Stern show,
I feel like you taking a lot. You taking a lot. You know what I mean?
Man,
you taking a lot.
And I took that like, man, you know, this is dope, man. They just sitting there having a conversation. I mean, because, like, right now, for instance, you ain't sitting there with no notepad.
Yeah.
And most of the time, this is the way I do my interviews, bro.
Yeah. This is what I call freestyling. Yeah.
This is what I call freestyling, bro. Because
you know,
I've had guys on my show that are like established artists and shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or they've done some pretty good shit, and then when I can't get them to do a drop without fucking it up at least 5, 6, 7 times.
7 times, nah,
or guys that have never,
there too.
Or guys that have never, they're not too experienced on the media circuit. So then when I get them, I'm finna do an interview, they'll be like, "Oh man, all right, well, what I need to say?" Or they'll be like, they put too much thought into it.
Yeah, just run, just roll with it.
I said, man, just on the car ride over here, we was talking about what's the car ride. He'd be like, yeah. I said, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna get up here and put you in front of a camera and be like, oh, so what's your take on world peace? And well, how do you feel about the situation in the Middle East? You know, it ain't gonna be nothing like that. I just want some honest conversation, bro. You know what I mean? What drove you to write that song Alive? Or like, Perv, how'd you fucking start doing Dallas Retrofit? You know, how'd you grow your social media following on IG to what the fuck it is now? You know, what made you want to branch out to something else? You know what I mean?
No, already, man.
I like to see what makes people tick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So tell me the wildest story that you've been told. You know what I'm saying?
Well, man,
hold on. Before we even get there, I want to say season 6.
Season 6.
Season 6.
Okay, season 6, man.
So season 6. There's been 6 seasons. You know what I'm saying? So even congratulations on that. You
man, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you, bro. Because I'm wrapping up season 5. So season 6, I may kick that off with a song from my homeboy Triple O, man. I'm gonna hit him up with something. And I bet he's gonna tell me something about some of the shit he had to do to get to where he's at now, you know what I mean? And because my boy Triple O, man, shout out to my boy Triple O, he's somebody that motivates me and inspires me, in my day-to-day process, in my day-to-day.
Yeah.
And some of the shit that he's gone through to get to where he's at today, and I'll be like, damn, fuck, shit. And just hearing this shit, you're like, damn, you just picturing it like a goddamn series on Netflix and shit. I mean, but for me, for instance, somebody that's told me something like here lately.
Yeah. So over the last, you know what I'm saying?
Over this past season and shit, man. Fuck, man, there's been so many of them, dude. Goddamn, dude, you kind of put me on the spot there. I'm trying to pick from which one. I'm trying to hope.
I know, yeah.
I'm trying to hope none of them motherfuckers get offended, but fuck it, they've already told me.
You don't even have to touch the person or nothing like that. Just,
okay, they've already told me.
Because it's public, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
they were on your platform.
Yeah, they've already told me shit.
Yeah, but you don't have to tell us the person or whatever. Fuck it, just a wild story or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, people can go from here and go to your platform too, you know what I'm saying? But just so like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I remember the homie Jay Prince and shit, man, when I went and talked to Jay Prince, man.
Jay Prince.
From Rap Lot Records.
Okay,
Rap Lot Records, okay.
Yeah.
I remember how he was telling me, if y'all familiar with him, his story about how he was always up against the government, motherfuckers and like officials in his city in Houston trying to take him down actively, because they see a brother here richer than him rolling around in a fucking $250,000 ride with compounds across the town, estates across the state. You know what I mean? Shit like that, so they trying to figure out, they doing all kinds of fucking shady ass shit. Shit that you only see in movies, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, to take them down. So the story that really resonated with me is one time they pulled him over. By this time, he was already familiar with their routine. They follow him from wherever the fuck he was leaving the studio.
Yeah.
His place of businesses, because he has several businesses.
Yeah.
And they pulled him over. They pulled him over, and think about this. While you're listening to this, ask yourself, how many times has this happened to you? Because by now, everybody in our circle has been pulled over at least once in their life.
Man, come on, man.
Harassment is another thing, but everybody's at least pulled over once, right? So we've all experienced that, So just picture this happening to you. You would be like, what the fuck? So motherfucker pulls you over for nothing, right? Well, the cops don't know this, but he has people following him, 2 cars following him, like 7 cars back to keep up, shit like this. Jay Prince was smart, bro, when he said this. When he I was like, damn, motherfucker smart. And so they pulled him over. They directed him to go park somewhere else in a dark parking lot, bro. Where nobody was there.
Yeah.
And then so he goes and does that. Or he passed by to where they wanted him to stop, but instead of stopping there, he went and parked across the street at a convenience store that was lit up.
Yeah.
And he's all like, the cops were mad. So right away, he fucking knew that they're trying to,
kill him or
do some shit. Because while he was there, somebody pulled up in an unmarked car with the mask on, with some black shit like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it turns out these motherfuckers were doing this. You know, they were hitmen who they had killed people, but they were cops though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm picturing myself like, imagine getting to that fucking level. You know, to where you're making so much money, you're making so much noise and movements are so big that government officials are actively trying to kill you, bro.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit.
That's some
you
crazy
know what I mean?
shit. So who's the biggest artist that you feel, or the biggest person you feel like you've had on your show?
Man, well, that had to be Jay Prince, bro. I mean, that had to be. I've had several big name artists, like, you know, a female artist named Destiny Ryder. She's in Australia. She's an international artist.
Yeah.
She's from Australia, I believe.
Already.
But she's on movies and shit over here. I've had Jay Prince. I've had Lil Flip.
Okay.
I've had people like Mike Jones. I've had OG Point Blank. You know, if anybody's familiar with the Screw movement,
yeah,
everybody knows
who
Point Blank is. I've had ESG on.
Yeah.
Man, I've had Lil Flip. Actually Lil Flip. I had Mike. Man, I've had so many goddamn names.
Nah,
bro. It's crazy, man.
That's big stuff. Cause you right here in the 806. You know what I'm saying? And you putting on, like, you know what I'm saying? You putting on.
Yeah, I definitely reference the 806, man. But you know, under the names, man, I've had people like, you know, Renaissance. You know, people like Rain Gale, people like Nuno, people like Trouble Oak out of Hobbs, New Mexico. Man,
Yeah.
He's an artist out of Hobbs that's had several big features and shit on his albums and music. He's had features with like Ritz.
Yeah.
People, and not only that, but he's a person that puts on for his city and for the artists as well. He's always providing opportunities, man. You know, if anybody that follows Trouble Oak on Facebook, you know, y'all are familiar with his movement. Before the vid hit, he had shows like pretty much every Thursday at a spot called what's it called, Little something there in Hobbs, man. I'm about to look it up.
Yeah,
the name slips with me. The name slips, but man, I've had the opportunity to perform there several times, man. He had Bone over there. I actually met Do or Die over there. Remember Do or Die?
Yeah.
I had a chance to open up for them. I opened up for them, met them, took pictures with them. Got shout outs from them guys, man. They were cool as fuck, dude.
So as the vid kind of, I was gonna say opens up, or I don't even know what's about to happen. They're saying it's getting more rampant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as we move into 2021, what do you have popping artistically on your end too? Because you're an artist as well.
Yeah,
you know
yeah. Okay, so we're about to drop this single called "Abusing Power" on all digital platforms. Me and my boy Triple O. It's off. It's the first song off of a collab album that we're working on right now. We got about maybe 4 or 5 tracks recorded already.
Yeah.
We still want to put another 5 on there together, but this song "Abusing Power," it's me, the homeboy Triple O, and K Reno, man, the legendary K Reno himself.
Man, that's a big feature right there.
Out of Houston, man.
Yeah, that's big
we made that shit happen. When I interviewed him for the premiere of season 5 for Real Talks.
Yeah.
You know, the vibe was cool, man. We had a dope conversation for a long time. We talked about all kinds of shit. And when I shot him the idea, he's like, "Yeah, man, shoot me the beat over." I said, "I think you're gonna love this beat, man. Tell me what you think about it. And this is like the idea, the direction I want to go with it. Tell me what you think." And we had just got him for reverse, bro. You know what I mean? I shot him some cheese for reverse.
Yeah.
And shit, that motherfucker wrote a hook for that shit too.
Okay, hell yeah.
And he shot it back, recorded it, and all that. So I was like, man, hell yeah. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Abusing Power with Mike G, Triple O, and K Reno coming soon to all platforms.
So as an OG, how have you been able to kind of stay adept in a young nigga sport?
Man, dog, that's a good question, bro. Cause you know, and a lot of I've seen a lot of OGs and young cats that are wildly successful in this game talk about this, man. And they used to be like that. That's what I feel. They used to be, you know, it was a young man sport. But I feel as long as you're putting out relevant material and you're still adapting to the scene, I mean, because you got to adapt and shit, man. That's the only way you see people like Paul Wall still making money in this shit. People like fucking Lil Wayne, people like Jay-Z. I mean, these are big names, of course, obviously, but there's a lot of people like when I was talking to Point Blank on the show, this motherfucker does shows overseas and shit, dog. He's getting that overseas money. And not a lot of people know who Point Blank is, but if you're from Texas and you're from you like hip hop, you know who Point Blank is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's that whole screwed up shit. You know, it's hard to think when my mom goes blank.
Yeah.
You know, and that song had a lot of sentimental value for me because I grew up bumping that shit. So the fact that I had him on my show, he was actually my first celebrity interview.
For real?
Man, so I was like, damn, man, not only that, but he was cool as fuck, bro. He was down to earth, man. He didn't, you know, he wasn't all like, man, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't act like his shit didn't stink, you know.
Yeah.
And he was cool as fuck, man. But I feel anybody that's got something to offer to whatever craft, not necessarily music.
So how do people get on your show?
Shit, people reach out to me left and right, bro. It's crazy. I reach out to a lot of people as well too. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like at the 806 artists, if they want to get on your show.
Man, y'all can just hit me up right now on my Instagram at The Real Mike G Music. Send me them DMs. On my Facebook, follow me on Michael N. Melissa Garza. You know, that's N, the letter N. Michael N. Melissa Garza. And people shoot me messages, man, or my emails. MikeG17197@gmail.com, man. You know, I got people hit me on left and right. You know, I charge them $50, you know what I mean, for it. But that's gonna include promotion.
Hell yeah.
If y'all got music,
you got it, man. I've been trying to tell people because I'm glad you're in here because they feel like promotions should be free.
Man,
and it's the most important part of it. You know what I'm saying? But
and see, that's the problem. You know, now that you're talking about that, on that note, man, you know, how many I bet you could just say. You could probably list 10 names off the top of the bat when I ask you how many rappers do you know.
Yeah.
A lot, right?
Uh-huh.
I know a lot of motherfuckers that are consistently, I'm about to drop something. They dropping music on whether it's Reverb or SoundCloud, whatever is left and right. You know what I mean? But the problem is, and they may have a track on there that's sitting on it for 5 years. It's got 20 views and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just the lack of promotion.
The problem is behind that you didn't put no push behind that. You know what I mean? Everybody got to put push. You know, all these famous people you see, Beyonce,
I try to tell people,
Eminem and all them, they spend millions and shit.
$1 million. And I try to tell people, like, we see McDonald's. We all know McDonald's, right? But every day you see, exactly, we got that cup, right? But every day you see a McDonald's commercial multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
You hear it on the radio.
We hear it on the radio, but we all know where McDonald's is.
Billboards everywhere.
We know what they sell, but they stay in your face because
they stay in your face, bro.
It's that crucial.
People think that they post something, they share it one time, it's gonna go viral, bro. Nah, you gotta be every day. Look, and anybody that's got music out there, man, you know, whether it's, if you're fortunate enough to have music on all platforms, that means you taking the steps to fucking get your shit registered. You know, if you have music on there, more likely you should register to BMI or ASCAP. You know what I mean? The music, the publishers and shit that cut these checks to people like Justin Bieber and Beyonce and DMX and fucking Mariah Carey. I mean, motherfuckers like them are getting checks from these organizations that I'm getting checks from, bro.
Yeah.
I'm nobody famous. So I pull up in I got a 5.0 park outside, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice car. It fucking gets on that, you know, it gets from point A to point B. Sometimes I get there faster and shit.
Yeah.
But it ain't no $200,000 car. But
you getting checks.
I'm getting checks, you know what I mean? You know, I may not be getting no $1 million check, but I'm getting a little $100-something here and there.
And still paying the bill off.
I'll call that mailbox money, man. You know, as long as you got your fucking job to pay your real bills, you can use that for promotion and shit, man. Or put it right back into the fucking rotation of whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah.
But if you're fortunate enough, I digress. If you're fortunate enough to get music on all the digital platforms, more likely you've also taken the steps to get registered. So if you're doing that, maybe you got videos on YouTube as well, right? Also, if you got music on Spotify, you also got music on Tidal or Apple or Amazon, Deezer, all that, Pandora. Yeah. Share them. Those are individual links, man. Share them motherfuckers. Hashtag that shit, man. You got videos on YouTube. Share that shit. Make it a point to share something at least once a day, man. If you're fucking working and you ain't got time to do nothing, you're taking a shit at least once a day. Sit down while you're sitting there before you wipe your ass. Share a couple links and shit. Hashtags and shit. Tag some people.
Give them the game.
Man. Get on Twitter. Tag some shit. You know, hashtag people, man. You stay in their faces, bro.
Yeah.
You know, one thing what I do, man. When people hit me up on Twitter and follow me on Twitter, like a big person like Fluffy, you know, the fucking comedian Gabriel Iglesias. He hit me up not too long ago. You know, I've had people.
And you got Boosie following you too.
Boosie, man. You know, when I get celebrities like that with that blue check mark, got huge followings. Man, share some shit on, get on their page, like some shit, get on there, share like their link, my new novels out now or my movies out. I got a lot of actors following me. I share that link, you know, and I'll be like, man, shout out to so and so, shout out to Fluffy for the follow, man. Thanks, man. You know, I put the face of the piece, whatever the fuck, a couple flames, you know, Mike G, Real Talks, Mike Global Mix, whatever the fuck it is you got. We thank you for the follow, man. Y'all go hit them up. Y'all go check his new movie out.
Yeah.
They gonna see that shit, you know.
And you really do that. I do see that.
I do that, man.
I see you repost.
They'll share it, man. They'll share it, man. So, I mean, people follow you. Like I had a show. I mean, my last season I had Frankie Storm.
Okay.
Shout out to Frankie Storm. She's a Grammy nominated singer and writer.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote shit for like Beyonce and all that, man. Rihanna and all that, man. I did the same shit like that. She seen me following like.
You saying what you saying about Beyonce?
Yeah, man. Like she's done a lot of writing for a lot of big people like that, man. People that y'all heard on the radio.
Yeah.
And she seen me doing that, sharing people shouting them out when they follow me.
Mm-hmm.
She like, man, that's a good little hustle move.
Oh yeah. No. Game recognized game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And I had her on the show last season.
In terms of like just even trying to cut through the noise of, you know what I'm saying, there is so much going on. You know what I'm saying?
So much shit,
for real.
I feel like it's so watered down, bro. Like the market, you know what I mean? With everybody's doing
the talent, or
I mean, like, because there's so much out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like everybody's doing it. A lot of people say, like, oh, man, he sounds like so-and-so.
Yeah.
He sounds like so-and-so. So I would say to anybody trying to do whatever it is they're trying to do, just stay authentic to yourself, man. Don't try to sound like the next man or the next woman.
So when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying? Because when we were growing up, it was y'all's rules that we had to go by. Like, every track on the CD sounded different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, to fit in, but then also to kind of like be to kind of get that verified, you do gotta kind of sound, or they say you gotta sound like whatever the
genre,
that
niche,
that sound, or whatever is going, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying. So you get 5 songs on the radio sounding right, but because when you don't do something like it, it makes it sound like it's wrong.
Yeah, like it doesn't fit, like it doesn't go here. Yeah, and that's the thing too. It can't totally clash with whatever it is you try to do, man. So. I don't know, man. You just gotta hit that sweet spot, man. You know what I mean? That's the thing that we ain't figured out, man.
Yeah.
You see motherfuckers like 6ix9ine blowing up, doing some fucked up shit, and blowing up, being a troll. And
okay, so I like this about 6ix9ine. Do you feel like, as an OG, how do you feel about 6ix9ine?
Man, I feel like damn, man.
You ride for him or you don't?
Nah, I'm not a fan of 6ix9ine, but as far as the marketing goes and the business aspect, you can't hate on the dude, man.
Cause I've had a few artists come in and tell me they do fuck with him for the fact that they felt like he was doing it for Mexico.
Shit, man. I don't know. I've seen the opposite of that, dude, from all the shit I've seen of him. Because every time I see him, it's nothing but negativity.
Negativity?
Yeah, man. And you got to respect that his business acumen. Because, I mean, the motherfucker figured it out.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. If it was trolling, it was working for him. He took that shit to the max. I mean, because he took it to the level, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, even he went in worldwide. He went worldwide, did world tours, went into the pen, came out, and stepped right back to where he left off and shit. You know what I mean? Back to get money.
But in 2020, there's so much going on that people low-key don't even care about it no more. That's crazy.
He's still getting money. You know what I mean?
No, big money.
Like you gotta respect that, dude. Like
So I got another question too. All right, so have you kept up with the YTM Lil Vent and Peso Peso? Have you heard of that beef?
No.
So Peso is Sauce Walka's artist. You know
Sauce Walka?
Yeah.
I heard of him.
Yeah, okay. So they got into it, and one of the allegations that YTM Lil Vent feels like Peso's being like a fake Mexican, and said that you're not Mexican if you don't speak Spanish. Is that true?
Man.
OG?
Well, I mean, if he's of Mexican descent, like he's actually like Mexican like me and shit, nobody can take that away from you. I mean, even if he wanted to say he was white or claiming he was black or Asian or whatever the fuck, he couldn't take the fact away that he was actually Mexican by descent. But I feel real Mexicans talk a little bit Spanish, or at least can understand it.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people that can understand it, but ain't necessarily that good.
Yeah,
fluently. Like me, man, I've been fortunate enough to be around a bunch of like real Mexicans from like Mexico. They don't talk no English for shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been around motherfuckers like that for weeks at a time.
Yeah.
So I could talk Spanish pretty good, but then there's a lot of shit that I don't, like a lot of certain words, or if they trying to say a certain phrase that's only known by real Mexicans. I may not pick up on shit like that, but I feel like you're like, man, I'm a real Mexican, and then a motherfucker hit you with a Mexican line, and you're like, oh, what'd he say? I mean, you're gonna look kind of stupid and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, but if you're Mexican, like you write that shit down in your application, clean, you gotta write your Mexican. You can't take that from him. Can't take that from him, man. So you gotta give him that. You know what I mean?
So we have a change of power that's gonna be coming out. You know what I'm saying? Really, really soon. how did that catch you off guard until this election from this year?
Nah, man. We all kind of seen that. I didn't expect Trump to be, whether I fuck with him or don't. You know what I mean? I really didn't expect him to see another election term, bro. Because in the 4 years that he's been in office, bro, he's just been doing nothing but turning the world upside down and shit. Yeah, he may have done some good shit here and there. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know all the goods and bads, but I've definitely seen people be affected more from the bad than the good and shit. For the elections, I was definitely kind of wanting Trump to win. Even though I don't vote for either one of the motherfuckers. But me, since I'm coming from the oil field, because I work in the oil field and shit, that's what I do. I'm an electrician in the oil field, so I tried. That's what I tried to get my money.
I saw something. I think I saw you actually post about that.
Yeah, man. I'm like, man, I don't really fuck with Trump, but whether he gets taken out of office, Biden's goal is to end the oil field industry, take away from that.
Yeah.
That take away from a lot of people that thrive on that. Not only people, but communities, whole states and shit. Texas is a big oil state. New Mexico, that's where a lot of my work's at and shit. So, that's gonna affect me directly. But whether that's not gonna take effect, like Biden hits office tomorrow on a Sunday, and that's not gonna be into effect on a Monday. It ain't gonna go like that. It's gonna take a long time. So we don't know what the fuck's gonna go on really. Still, we don't. All we know is play it by ear. Just go to work every fucking day. While you got it. If you're fortunate enough to got a job, go do that shit, man. Because who the fuck's in charge in the office in the White House, it ain't gonna affect your day-to-day fucking priorities, man. You still gotta work.
Yeah,
you still gotta pay the bills. Baby still gotta have Pampers and shit. Your girl still want go get her nails did or her hair done, or she wants that new purse.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it is. The car note still due and shit. The mortgage payment still due.
Man.
You still gotta keep rides gassed up and shit to go to work. You still gotta keep food in your fucking pantry. Shit like that ain't gonna change, bro. You know what I mean? And that's how I seen it and shit. I ain't voted. Last time I voted was for Obama. I wanted to see a black dude get in the office and shit, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So that's the only time I voted and shit. That's the only time I voted to take.
Do you believe that the system is rigged?
This one?
Period.
I don't know, man. A lot of ones. You seen all that shit last year when Donald Trump took office.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers saying that Russia had something to do with
it. I see posts, you know what I'm
saying? I feel, and this goes back down to the conspiracy shit, but it's kind of hard to call it conspiracy when a lot of the shit's been proven true. You know what I mean? That's what's kind of hard as shit. You know what I mean? Because you're like back in 10 years ago, you'd have been like, "Fuck, hell no, that's all conspiracy. That's all bullshit." But then little by little, you see shit coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Certain
videos and certain motherfuckers on certain platforms talking about it. People that took part in it, according to allegedly to certain news outlets and people that took part in certain programs and shit like that, they've had the president's pick for years already, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's wild.
In a place called Bohemian Grove.
For real?
I don't know if you've heard of that place. It's in California, and it's been spoken about under the, behind the curtains for years, but. A motherfucker that brought it to the forefront was Alex Jones and shit, you know what I mean? And he walks right in with video like that, recording the shit, and he posted up, man, and supposedly there's pictures from back in the day where all the presidents, all kinds of crazy politicians get together, the powers that be.
Yeah. And
they pick, who's gonna be in charge, who's gonna run for president this year or that year. So shit, if you believe in shit like that, it's rigged. But then again, you see shit like voter suppression taking place.
Yeah.
Where they're actively making it hard for motherfuckers like you and I to go vote in certain counties where the technology is not
the biggest
as proficient as it is in big cities, man. You know what I mean? They do shit like that. You hear about ballots being found in boxes and boxes.
I think they just said they found some messed up ballot machines not too far from Savannah, Georgia, outside. I don't know.
I was hearing a story of they couldn't vote somewhere because the ballot machine didn't have an extension cord. You do shit like that, bro. You're like, what? You got a fucking line. Just picture a line of motherfuckers outside the building, bro, trying to get to one voting machine in that city. I'm like, what? You hear shit like that, and that's that's the story that they're giving the people trying to vote. Oh, it would have an extension cord. What the fuck? I mean, you hear shit like that, and it's kind of hard to not believe.
Go buy that one.
Yeah, man.
This is wild,
This is wild, bro. This is crazy.
Bro. Man, I appreciate you sitting down with us, bro. Man, so let's get the socials so everybody can keep up and go follow you and support you. You know what I'm saying, across the whole board. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
man. It's gonna take a minute. I got a lot of shit, so y'all check me out. Instagram at the real Mike G Music .music MUZIK. You know, at the real Mike G .music. That's Instagram. Twitter is at the real Mike G, capital M. Facebook, Michael and Melissa Garza and Mike G Music. Follow me there. I do follow back, man. Y'all hit me up. Artists, get y'all submissions into me for rotation, for review and rotation. That is, promotion's a whole nother thing, but you know it doesn't hurt me none to spin that shit, especially if it's dope, man. You know what I mean? If y'all want promotion, we can talk about that. Hit me up at MikeG17197 @gmail.com for the submissions. Y'all get my album out right now. No Dead End, out on all platforms. My single These Things just hit about 142,000 streams.
Talk your shit, man.
This Life has hit about 205,000 streams.
Talk your shit, man.
Money and Smoke featuring Triple O. It's actually Triple O's song on his album. It's hit about 50,000 streams.
Talk that shit.
His album is called Raw by Triple O, out now on all platforms. Dope as fuck, man. Y'all check it out. Yeah. We got several videos on YouTube, man. Y'all hit up my new video, Open by Mike G featuring Triple O. Shot by a talented artist at a videographer at San Antonio called Static TV, man.
Yeah.
Y'all hit me up, man. For my music shows and for my radio shows, y'all download the KSHZ Slaughterhouse Radio app. Free. Y'all can jam out to the best music, both underground and mainstream, indie, Screwed and Chop. We got our own Screwed and Chop station as well.
Yeah.
Man, y'all fuck with us, man. Y'all definitely come fuck with the 806, man. You know, putting on for the city and the 806 movement, man. So y'all appreciate you having me,
Appreciate you, man. I'm a little roused down.
Shit, hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah.